Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 36 of the Pokemon Cup Series. Today we're here at Dover International Speedway for the running of the AAA 400 Drive for Autism. On the pole for this race will be the 22 of Max Ferrier, who won the Daytona 500 to start off Season 36. On his outside will be the 96 of Giovanni Castillo. Row 2 will have the 7 of Joshua Saculli and the 9 of Robert Smith. Row 3 will have the 66 of Priya McShane and the 38 of Carter Friesen. Row 4 will have the 10 of Sharona Evans and the 8 of Ben Goldman, and Nick Sam the 18 and Dylan Krugman the 20 will round out your top 10. Let's look at our winner from last weekend's race at Dover, Lauren Martinez, and she starts way in the back here today, starting in 33rd, but she's already locked in the playoffs with the win last weekend at Michigan. But we'll see who's going to be the next winner here coming off the Monster Mile. We will run a 40-lap race around Dover in this 1-mile oval. The first stage ends after lap 10, the second after lap 20, and we'll run the final 20 laps as the third stage. So without further ado, let's take you trackside for the command to fire up the engines. Here we go, folks. Cars roll off the track for this 40-lap race around the Monster Mile. How fitting is that a AAA car is on the pole for the AAA 400. And I believe the 3 car is also running with AAA as its sponsor. So, just thought I'd add that. Anyway, here we go. Pace car to pit road. We're about to go green here at the Monster Mile at Dover. And the green flag waves here in the AAA 400 Drive for Autism. Oh, look at how close these guys going, running 3 wide already. I can tell this is going to be a really good race. Oh no, Roger Ray just went around. 32 just went around. Handful of cars involved. The yellow will be out for the first time today. More wrecking. Oh boy, they're still wrecking. Max Ferrier will lead the yellow flag. Wow. Second lap of the race and they had a big crash. I think there were like 2. So let's look back at what happened. The 32, it looks like that is the Roger Ray in the 32 got hit by Dylan Krugman heading into turn 4. They made contact right here and they spin. Oh, one other car spun. 43 got hit too, and Anthony then was hit. 21 as well, and a few more cars involved too. Yikes, with major damage, and there was like 3 crashes in that separate caution flag. There is Alex Hawkins and J.D. Jones involved also. Both spun. And there was another one involving the 43 of Raleigh Spurley-Tube. Raleigh Spurley-Tube was hit by the 12 of... Yeah, the 12 car. And the 23 got a piece of it. That's Nikki Maxwell. And what a... Wow. Huge crashes here and start the first lap of the race. We're going to have a lot of retirees after this. Look at that. 10 cars out on that very first set of laps. Anyway, we're going back to green. Sorry about me moving my microphone a lot because it always falls on me for whatever reason. My apologies, it just always falls on me here today. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my microphone to stand as much as possible. And here he comes, Giovanni Castillo for the lead. He's going to get him right here on the corner. 3-wide battle. Nick Salmon is going to take the top 5 spot away. And here comes the 9 car. That is Robert Smith going down to take that position back. Oh no, contact! 51 has just went around. The 51 car just spun out. Oh wow, more cars, one car flipping. Lopez flips. And now the race back to the line. Huge pile up, just almost like before. Farrier just took the lead again. He's back out in front. Wow, Max Farrier is back out in front. Now he has to avoid the wreck. Oh, 66 was hit by Pichu, and Priya McShane is up in smoke. Oh boy, Pichu hit the 66 who was running third, and now the 66 with major damage might be out of the race. Wow. Crazy first half of the race for sure. And I think that might be your top 10 order of stage 1. I don't know at this point. Wow, look at that. 13 cars left on the lead lap as we're going back to green. Max Farrier still ruled as your leader. Well, this is the Monster Mile after all. Cassandra Kirker's lap traffic. And this is the battle for second, I believe. James Richardson's out in the second position. This race is insane. This race was brutal here right from the start. I'm sure the second half is going to pretty much cool down because there's not a lot of cars on the lead lap left. Alexander Rowe and the 7 car, that is Ryan Butcher, I believe. No, wait. Joshua Saculli battling for top 5 positions. And now look at the 10 car, Sharona Evans sneaking in. Sharona gets 4th. Anthony then goes down the bottom lane. Alexander Rowe goes down 2. And now they're still battling. This is the tightest battle we've had in the race so far. Max Farrier is catching up to the lap car of Cassandra Kirker. Will this play a factor into his lead? He's almost got a full second lead now. So if oh wow, caution's out for the 3rd time. So much for lap traffic. I didn't think we would have another caution because we have only very few cars left on the track. But JD Jones tapped by Billy Bishop. I don't think that was intentional. Bishop went up in the wall. And that brings out our 3rd caution as JD Jones spins, and I think the stage is over. And Max Farrier, if he hangs on the lead, he'll win the stage. Oh, it doesn't look like it. How about that? Farrier pits, and I believe this might be the last time they pit. It looks like Farrier will be top 10 driver in the stage races. How about that? Only 11 cars on the lead lap. Very bizarre. And lap cars are going to be in front of him on the restart, so this is going to play a big factor into his lead. We're going green. 3 wide. Look at Nick Salmon. He just went by everybody. But wait, yellow's out again, and they're saying Richardson's the leader. How did that happen? And we got another crash. Colin Francis went on the apron for some reason and then went into Ben Goldman and Robert Smith. Wow, how did that happen? I think lap cars played a role in the lead, and Richardson got by all of them and took the lead. And now Sharona Evans in second, and Joshua Saculli, not sure what he did there. He's a lap car anyway. Martinez, Dunbar, Bishop in the top 5. And Max Farrier drops to 8th. Might have been caught up with lap traffic and I didn't see it, so my bad. We're going back to green at this point. Here we go. 12 laps to go at Dover. Only 12 cars on the lead lap. And this is going to be a lot of fun with lap traffic getting in the way of a lot of our drivers. Here we go. Green flags in the air. And look at Billy Bishop go. He's wasting no time trying to get up in front. Running in 5th. And the 47 holding up the drivers behind him. It's going to be a big advantage for James Richardson to pull away, but these guys can catch up really fast. Now Sharona Evans in 2nd place. Guess what? She actually won this race here at Dover last season. Oh, and there's another caution. Dylan Kroon was the one that got turned. So now it's going to come down to those two. Oh, look at Martinez move up. Battling for the 5th spot. 4th spot if Friesen's going to get that 4th spot. And Bishop's 5th. Wow. This is insane. Now it's going to come down the final laps here at Dover. I didn't think we'd get more cautions with so few cars on track, but somehow they always find a way to wreck each other out. Very interesting. So anyway, let's hope we finish this under green. James Richardson, Sharona Evans, Lauren Martinez, Carter Friesen, and Billy Bishop in the top 5, all battling to win. And there's the rest of the top 10, hoping for a miracle at this point. If there's overtime, everybody gets back out on track. It'll be down the final 2 laps, and surely it's going to be a lot of fun. Here we go back to green. Sharona Evans, she doesn't have any lap cars ahead of her, so she has some air. But James Richardson, though, he is a former 2-time champion, so he has experience around this track. 5 laps to go for the 11. Chase Dunn. There's Carter Friesen in 2nd place. Max Ferrier trying to make it 3 wide for 3rd place. Look at the close call for the 72. Here comes Bishop for 4th. 4 to go at Dover. It's going to be down to either Richardson or Carter Friesen. Who's going to come out on top? Max Ferrier. All he has is just 3.5 laps. But he might be going for overtime, as he could go on the bottom and have the advantage. There's the caution. You know what this means? This is going to come down to overtime. Chase Dunbar was taken out. Dunbar went onto the apron and he made contact with Scully. Not sure why they'd go on the apron. I think they were trying to pit, but I guess they couldn't steer their car back onto the pit road in a slow speed for whatever reason, so Dunbar brings out the caution. This is it. Overtime's coming up next. Everyone's back out on track, and it's going to be really one heck of a finish. So you don't want to miss overtime with just the final 2 laps coming up here at Dover. Alrighty guys, here we are, 2 laps to go here at Dover. For those of you that are new, we run 2-lap overtime whenever there's a caution that would normally end the race. Whenever a caution comes out that would normally end the race, we run a 2-lap overtime finish. No cautions. They'll race to the line until we get to the checkered flag. So that's very simple to follow and makes for some exciting finishes here at Dover and other tracks wherever they need them. But anyway, here we go. 2-lap overtime to decide who wins Dover. First time this season, we're going to overtime. James Richardson in front, but Willie holding on for the win. Dover's very, very tough. They don't call this the Monster Mall for nothing. Here we go, 2 laps to go. Green flag will be in the air at Dover for the final 2 laps of the race. Here we go. Max Ferrier on the low line. Richardson trying to block him. Billy Bishop trying to take advantage. So far, Richardson's out in front. as we're coming to the white flag with 1 lap to go. Ooh, 96 contact. Now Butcher goes around. Final chance for Ferry to catch Richardson. Here we go. They'll race back to the line. Down the final turn. And James Richardson's going to hold off Max Ferry, and he'll come off the final turn to win the AAA 400 Drive for Autism at Dover. Yeah, we did have one last wreck, but James Richardson has won again. Incredible finish. He had to hold off a fighting pack of cars behind him, and he got the win here at Dover. What an incredible run for the 11 car. Joe Gibbs, their second win of the season after being winless last season entirely. Now their second car is going to victory lane in season 36. With James Richardson in the wheel, the number 11 team gets the job done here at the Monster Mile. Let's look at the results from the 2-lap overtime finish. And a handful of cars were involved in the wreck. But boy, well, it was fitting because this is the Monster Mile. And there were bound to be a ton of crashes. I mean, wow, that was an insane race. My goodness, it came down to the wire. But in the end, though, James Richardson, the former two-time champion, able to continue his legendary career and add another win to his trophy case. And he gets it done here at Dover, as I'm updating the winners list right now to see where he stands. And just give me 1 second here. Just bear with me. I'm going to update the winners list live right here so that I get the exact info. Well, would you look at that? There he is. His last win came, of course, James Richardson's last win came in the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte last season. So now he's in elite company with that win. Just to confirm it, he's now in elite company with his 17th career win. He now ties Zachary Fitzwater Sorry about that. Anyway, James Richardson is now tied with Zachary Fitzwater with 17 career wins in the series. 1 win away would tie him with Seth Cole, and another 2 wins would tie him with John Arnott and Jordan Davis. But Johnny Gardner, with him returning to the series, he is now once again the winningest active driver in the Cup Series, not counting Pichu, as he has 22 wins to his name. He'll hope to make it 23 later this season, maybe even the next race, who knows. Now a time with Avi Sachs is in the wins column in the Pokemon Cup Series. But anyway, sorry for the bit of a delay at the very end. I was updating a little bit. But anyway, hope you enjoyed our race. And next weekend, we will be running at Kansas. So you don't want to miss Kansas. We'll see you there. And congrats, James Richardson, on his 17th career Pokemon Cup Series win. We'll see you next time.